It's just, it's tough. I thought both teams played really, really hard, and it got down to, uh, a play here or there. That's going to happen in a game. Missouri's a fine football team. Uh, you know, you see why. And I think they created some problems. Their front seven, as I said, coming into the game is really, really athletic, very fast. We had some creases. They rallied to them. I thought, we were effective in our running game, but not effective enough. And when it comes down to it in a game like this, they made more plays in the end than we did to win the game. Yeah, it was a big deal. This game was there were a couple different situations that we were able to overcome, though. And we had the one. There was one turnover in the football game, and our defense was able to hold up on that. Which was something that we haven't been able to do this year. And then to go down 21-14 and then answer on a long drive. To get it back to 21-21, I thought, our guys responded. And like I said, guys were playing hard. Missouri is a really, really talented team on the perimeter with receivers, veteran quarterback, obviously, and, they're going into it. The front seven has there's a reason they lead the league in sacks and interceptions. And, we weren't able to move the ball like we needed to in the second half to be effective, and they had a lot to do with that. I think the punters, created situations for both teams in both halves with long fields, and both teams were able to move the ball, but not really score like either one of us are used to, and with those long fields, number one, and then number two. We gave up the punt return to get to midfield. It was kind of a big play too. So, there were some things that happened on both sides, and it's not just one situation like that. Sure, we would have liked that not to have happened, but we went for it plenty of times on fourth down tonight to keep drives alive, and that says something about the tempo of the game too. I thought they moved the ball on the first drive. And then the last play they scored, with the exception of that, there wasn't a lot of movement. They played a rolled corner over there and a high safety to him. And, they had a plan with that. We needed to be able to, because of that, I think, we're able to run the ball more effectively because of where the safety placement was over the top of Mike and the corner on top of him, too. So that created some running lanes for us, particularly on the perimeter, to get over there. If he wasn't healthy enough to play, he wouldn't have played. I don't. There's not a whole lot of positives when you lose. So that's part of it. I think our guys responded. When we had to. Because this place was going nuts when they went up 21-14, and to get back into it, and really with 5 minutes to go in the game, looking at a tie football game. So. There's a lot, as I told those guys in there. I appreciate our seniors for their leadership, for how they've played, how they've led this year, and then for our young guys, it's an opportunity to learn from these situations. Being on the road the last couple of weeks, how to handle that, how to handle atmospheres, how to handle moments in games, and that is what's important, because those guys are going to be back. We got one more game, and we don't know who that's going to be, where it's going to be, what's going to happen, and we'll know that a week from Sunday. So we're going to have one more opportunity with this group of guys to go out and win a football game, and we're not happy about what's happened the last couple of weeks, obviously, but we still got one more opportunity to go out and play. It's probably going to be another really, really good team.
Is there some decision about whether or not to punt at the end? You guys left some time to tick away and then ended up calling time?
No, about 5 seconds. I called timeout, and because of the distance, I had to see him put the ball down exactly how far it was. And based on where we were, we still had, our timeouts, and we get a stop, and then they run the naked. And, if we get a stop there, we use a timeout, we get a chance to get the ball back, with really no timeouts, but you still got a chance to get the ball back. We hadn't been great defensively, but we'd been adequate, and except for the long run. So them having to run it, I just thought we'd use the timeouts there and get the ball back because, as a no-huddle team, we're used to operating without timeouts anyway.
How do you feel about the way Johnny played tonight for you guys?
What do you mean?
How do you feel about the way
I just, he's had better performances. He's had worse performances. So, there's a lot of pressure on him to perform at a high level all the time. And I've said before, just kind of like quarterbacks are like the head coach. You get too much credit when you win. You get most of the blame when you lose. And whenever you don't win, everything focuses on that. So, that's there's a lot of people out there playing besides him. And for us to be effective, it's more than one guy that's got to have to make plays. And, we made some, we didn't make some, and that was across